Hi, I'm on here to show the barefoot sandals that I just finished. Alright, I just finished these following Little John's Yarns tutorial. These are without the beads. Her tutorial says to add beads. Glass beads. I don't have glass beads. But I decided to go ahead on and make them. I did see some other ones without beads. So here's how they're looking without the glass beads. My intentions are to make more of these. So we'll see. Other than making these, this is what I was doing, finishing these up. I started yesterday, or I finished this one, I think, yesterday. Then I started this one, or the day before. Then I started this one, and then I was finishing up this one today. It seems like it's taking me a while to do these little things. There are only 5 rows. But I don't know. I might time myself next time I do these, because they seem like they're taking me a while, like like a day to do one a piece. Seems like. So yeah, I turned on a movie. William Shatner is hosting. It's a movie on Tubi. uh, what is it? A full moon presentation, hosted by William Shatner, something like that. The movie is called Oblivion. So I've started watching that one. I finished watching, what was that other movie called? Sideshow, hosted by William Shatner. I finished watching that one earlier today as I was crocheting this. So that's what I've been doing today. I might make some more in this same color. Let me get this. This is the mainstay here with these pinks and whites. I thought it gave like a blossoming look effect. Maybe not. But like it seemed like it gave like a flower blossoming effect. I might do some more in here of these for other people for the summer, so we can be twinsies. I have a blue yarn that I might do this in. Um, so that's on my crocheting agenda. I also have my granny square heart that I'm working on. My granny square heart vest, inspired by I'm making a um, Karai inspired outfit, and I thought the granny square um, uh, resembled Karai's um, chest plate and Shredder's um, cape. So the back is kind of resembling Shredder's cape, and the front is resembling Karai's chest plate, her shirt. Um, and then I'm making the sleeves and possibly boot cuffs. Um, and that'll be my Karai inspired outfit. I see Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the movie, is available on Netflix now. So I might work on that. Karai's outfit while I'm watching that. That's what I probably will do later on. I do have Mindful Crafts and More's best shell vest that I haven't finished. Um, that I've been thinking about getting back to. So yeah, these are gonna be made for the summer, and I'll make some more to share of these. And my Karai outfit, I would like to have completed by um, October for sure, for a Halloween costume or cosplay. So these are more prevalent. So I had to get these on the hook. And I mentioned in my previous live, I think it's gone live now, that I had misplaced my hook, that I was working on my Granny Heart Square vest for the Karai inspired outfit. I had misplaced it. So I cleaned up my room. Um, Thought I had to go to the store and get another one because it wasn't showing up. I was like, I only crochet right here. So I was like, okay, fine, because I had these on my mind to start for the summer and have these ready for the summer. And so I started on these with furls, my furls 4, this here, that I got thanks to Sailor Joe. She told us about furls having a sale, and I got this during that time. This one and another one. So I made these barefoot sandals with Little John's yarn tutorial and using this uh, furls 4 hook and mainstay yarn. I think her name is Ola Joe. Ola Joe told us about furls a furls crochet hook sale maybe 2 years ago now. So if anybody would like to be twinsies with me with the barefoot sandals, I can make them. They're pretty much one size fit all, perhaps. Um, at least I think they are. Um, my feet are. I think they are one size. They're size all. They're size all. So I think everybody would be able to wear them. That's what the tutorial says. The tutorial says size all, and then you just make this the tie that goes around your ankles. You just make that to fit your ankles, and I added a few more chains because I didn't have the beads, so I added a few more chains. I left a little tail here just in case I get some beads, some glass beads. But I did just cut this string. They were longer than this, but I did just cut them before I started this live, just in case I don't add any beads. Then they're really good to go. I mean, I could trim them a little more if I don't add any beads here. This is not where the beads go in the tutorial. Um, the beads actually go here in the tutorial. They would go here on both sides, from about here to here, perhaps. From about here to here. So like about 3 beads seem to have been added. About 3, maybe 4. They look like 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that was a pretty big jump for me because I kind of wanted to put this on ice because I didn't have the glass beads. But I walked myself through it. I talked myself through it and said, go ahead and make them. Even though I didn't have the glass beads to do it, I went on ahead and made them, walked myself through it, said, I can do this without the glass beads, guys. So that's what I did. They're pretty groovy without the beads. Pretty sure I'll get some beads down the line, but what do you guys think for now? No beads? I think that was a pretty big step for me to go ahead and make these without the beads and not count it off just because I didn't have the glass beads. Thank you. So I'm seeing this as like a summer camp craft type thing. I think it would be a great summer camp craft. It's small. Like I said, I'm thinking about timing myself. It seemed like it take me a long time to do this. This 5 rows. I don't know what takes longer, the chain or this part. I do have an end that I didn't sew in, and it's from where the yarn where I attached the other piece of yarn. And it's because I was thinking of maybe adding a bead there, like a little dangly bead. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna just leave the beads alone and just have fun um creating these without the beads. Um, Instead of making not having the beads an excuse not to make these. You see what I'm saying? And Little John Yarn, big ups to Little John's Yarn here on YouTube and on Instagram. Her tutorials are here on YouTube. She also has a blog where you can follow along with the written patterns. Her tutorials are the only tutorials with audio instructions. I did look at other barefoot sandal tutorials and they didn't have audio instructions. They didn't have beads either. So I was like, oh, should I do those? Because they didn't have beads and I don't have beads. But they don't have audio instructions. And at the time, right now, I felt like having audio instructions. Now, there are times when I do follow tutorials, when I have followed tutorials with audio instructions, but I was not in the mood to follow that type of tutorial at the moment. So I'm thankful that Little John's Yarn had barefoot sandal tutorial has audio instructions. Grazie, Grazie, Florida. Thank you so much for everybody in attendance, showing your presence with your thumbs ups and your comments. What are you all doing? Today's Thursday. Is it an early weekend for you guys, or what's going on this evening with you all? I did say when I completed this other barefoot sandal that I was coming back to show them together. So here they are together, because the other live I only had one completed, and now here's the two completed. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I saw where someone put a tennis ball on their crochet hook to give a ergonomic feel to it. I know not. I know you're not putting this in with no tennis ball. I don't. I don't think so with this one. But I think it was a metal, a metal hook. I have this one here that I wrapped with medical tape. What is it called? Self adhesive medical tape. I just wrapped it around. And this is not even all the way metal. This one has its own ergonomic hook. And I saw somebody make a ball, like they crocheted and stuffed a ball and to stick their crochet hook in. Now that one probably would work for this one. Um, a crochet ball would work. And they said that the ball, however much you stuff it, is however much it, the stiffness is for your gripping. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I don't know because a tennis ball has a certain smell to it. So I don't know. I hadn't tried it, but I do know what a tennis ball smell like, unless they don't smell like they used to. Unless they don't have that smell anymore. I don't know if I'll be able to crochet with tennis ball smell. Now, I have been using a lot of body cream lately, body cream and body oils on my hands. So my crochet smells like my um they smell perfumey. Um oh, update. I did complete the circle. I was watching the circle. What is it called? A social media something. As I think it's a social media experience. Um, I did complete that. Oh, it seemed like this season was shorter than the other seasons. I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. It just seemed like that. I liked it. It kept my attention. It threw me a for loop who I thought was gonna win. Um, so yeah, but if you look and pay attention to see how things are going in the voting, rank, then you'll get a preview of what's gonna happen. But I still had in mind who I wanted to win or who I thought was gonna win, so I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I finished that circle, and then I started Brazil circle, and I'm listening to it in Brazil. Is it Portuguese? I'm listening to it in Portuguese, and the settings are not as flam. I don't know. Like the settings are different. The settings are different. The furniture is different. The furniture style is different. The color palettes are different. I can see myself. Like when I see the circle Brazil, I see me. I'm like, do I got a touch of Brazil? Let me know it. I'm just like, okay, just listen and how the languages and catching the English words and things like that. Um, I started um, I started to watch what's his name? Uh, oh my goodness. Okay, well, while that comes back to me, I started reading this book here by Dr. Claude Anderson because I want to say Claude. I started reading this book right here by Dr. Claude Anderson, Black Labor, White Wealth, The Search for Power and Economic Justice. So I started reading that. That's Dr. Claude Anderson. And before I started reading that, I started watching, what is his name? The Book of Clarence. The Book of Clarence. On Netflix. On Netflix. On Netflix. I watched up to book 1, and then it said like book 2, and then I stopped it, and I haven't went back to it. So that's been a few days ago when I started watching the Book of Clarence. Yeah, I think I have all of his books. I have a few of his other books as well. Um, so those are on my reading list. They're on my bookshelf right now. Yeah. So going through, and I set 30 minutes a day to reading this book. Yesterday was the second day. So that's the schedule. That's the schedule for this book here. Is 30 at least 30 minutes a day for this book. So this book is on a bit of a schedule. And these sandals are on a bit of a schedule so that we can have our feet out. If anybody like to walk barefoot in the sand or around the house, we can partake in that with our barefoot sandals on. Working and lurking. Thank you, DIY Creations. This book, as last time I checked, this book does not have an audio. I would have been done read this audio or listen to the audio if there was an audio. So far, there isn't an audio. So gotta get to reading. So that's my only print book, other than his other books, are my only print books on schedule. Now the other print books that I had bought previous summers ago, I found them on digital, and they're on my digital list to listen to. DIY says, "Hey Kelly and everyone, she's working and looking." Let me check the time. I get to talking and then the time just go like this. Pew. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes, guys. Thank you all for your thumbs up and attendance. As I've showed off my crochet items that I completed today. These are these barefoot sandals that I followed Little John's Yarns tutorial with this frills hook. Thanks to Ola Joe letting me know that there was a sale. That's been like a few years now, so thank you. Little John's Yarns tutorial so far is the only tutorial that I looked at that has audio instructions. So if you're interested in audio instructions, her video is the video to go. Like I said, I have followed tutorials that don't have audio. I just did not feel like it right now. And her I think I did pretty good. I think I followed exactly how she was what she was saying to my ability. Yeah. So on my crochet agenda is more of these. So in case anybody wants to be barefoot sandal besties with me, we can rock them. I'll be doing these in blue as well. So watching movies and shows as I crochet. And that's that, guys. Anybody want to add anything else? Or watching The Circle? Or watching The Book of Clarence? Or any movies anybody else watching? Do you have any suggestions of things right now? Alrighty then, fantastic. Thanks, Ty. That's what Ty says. Ty says that uh he did a hilarious video post on Instagram. He might have shared it on YouTube by now. I saw it on Instagram and it was hilarious. I saw, just before I saw his video, I saw another video that I thought was hilarious. Like the funniest video I saw, I've seen. And then I'm laughing and just left a comment saying that was like the most hilarious video that I had ever seen. And then here comes Ty's video and just like bumps my laughter up to more than I thought I could laugh. And he's translating he was translating a Kurt Franklin song. I think he was translating Stump. And I think he was translating it to in Spanish, I think. And he was singing it to the beat. It was hilarious. Oh my. So if you're on here or Instagram, okay, especially Instagram, I do share things that I find funny and I share other content creators posts and crochet and knit posts. So if you are on Instagram, I am at T1naBa1ley. And if you're here on YouTube, I have been posting some things that I am enjoying musically and topics, things like that. Movie reviews. I do watch a lot of movie reviews. And what do you call first time watches, stuff like that. Watch alongs. I like watch alongs. First time what do you call first time reactions? Those type of videos. I like a lot of those. So I will like share some of the ones that I like. Previously, I've shared a chopped and screwed artist. I think chopped and screwed artist. He's like him and another young man is like the only chopped and screwed artist that I enjoy. Like I was about to write off chopped and screwed music till I heard his mixes and another young man's mix. It might be him, another one, and another one. Unless one are the same, it might be 2 to 3 young artists that I like their chopped and screwed mixes. And like I said, I was about to write it off, but then I heard their artwork and I was like, wow, thanks. Like, thank you so much. It sounds great. So I shared that and probably a movie review after that previously. Probably also some workouts and some workout songs. And workout playlists. Walking the workouts the walking a mile workouts. You know what I'm talking about? If you search them here on YouTube, you can look up how to walk a mile at home, or walking a mile at home, or walking 2 miles at home, or walking 3 miles at home. Those are the walk videos that I have been walking to. And I walked to one yesterday, and it was like a mile. And then this morning I walked to one, and it was 2 miles. So I walked 2 miles this morning with the walk at home 2 mile videos. Um, and the video was like only 30 something minutes. So I walked 2 miles in 30 something minutes this morning. And last night I walked 1 mile in about 30 minutes. So yeah, it really gave me a sweat, you guys. So if you're interested in walking at home because you can't go outside for whatever reason, those are the videos I turn to. I just type like walk at home or walk, and then like a bunch of videos pop up. And I think her name is Julian, something like that. Um, Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. See you. I just decided to share a little bit more with you guys instead of cutting y'all off. Um, just to give you guys some more updates, because I did share some stuff, and then like I did feel like I didn't give you guys updates. So I'm going ahead and letting you guys know those updates about the exercise videos and things that I share, to get you guys pumped about being over here in my on my channel. Yeah. To let you know what's good over here about my channel. And why you may want to be over here in my channel. Is that all? On Instagram, I share a lot. I share skating videos. I share cars. I share crochet crafts. Like these are other people's posts. Plants. Funny stuff, funny skits. I love funny skits. Floss the Mac is somebody that I've subscribed to here on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and he's here. He's also on Instagram. He has some funny skits, and he's done like this whole series that his followers have been invested in. And like we've been tuning in to his show. He basically has created a show with these different characters, and I'll share stuff like that. Another content creator here on YouTube, his name is Cody. I don't know his YouTube name, but yeah, Floss the Mac. If you type in Floss the Mac, you'll find Floss the Mac. Cody, he is a gospel singer. If you're into that, him and his wife and their newborn son. He's created a new book, for sale. He has this character called named Timmy. And the skits with Timmy is hilarious. And he's also created a book with the character Timmy, I think. But yeah, his skits are hilarious, and he does like these things where the mom and the pop say, "I'm the mom, and I think it's a boy," and "I'm the dad, and I think it's a girl," or whatever, whatever. And then like each family member says who they are and and say what they think the up and coming baby is. And he does those things, and I think they're hilarious sometimes, so I'll share those. And like he'll do each each and every character, and he does like other like party type things, like if like people are doing the party thing and they like do like the themes of the party, like somebody will bring red items to the party, somebody will bring blue items to the party. He does that too, and it's hilarious as well. So I'll share stuff like that, and you guys can watch it, or you guys can choose to subscribe as well, so you can get your laughs firsthand. um, Anything else? I share Club Shay Shay when he has um um actors on there that I follow. I'll share those. Um, I share a lot. I share a lot on there. Um, I think that's all, guys. That's all the updates for the most part. Halfway to Halloween is over. Where? But I have been not halfway to Halloween. Okay, so I was attending this Stitch and Scream called Halfway to Halloween with Altnots. Altnots is here on YouTube as well. And she has a YouTube Instagram as well. And I was enjoying the horror movies on the list. We would watch horror movies and crochet. And so I've been enjoying incorporating watching horror movies with my crocheting. So I've continued it. Not it's an, it, I've continued to watch horror movies, and I've continued to crochet. So because I was like, oh, what to do now? Because it was over. I enjoy it when it's here, and then when it's over, it's like, okay, class dispersed, and now it's like, okay, now I got to do my own thing. Because during Stitch and Scream, I would comment about the movie and stuff like that, how I felt about it. I tried to do that for all of the other movies, but I didn't do that for all of the movies. But I did enjoy when I did leave a comment for the movies. I did enjoy that. So yeah, now I'm just watching random random picks right now. Like I said, I started Clarence, the Book of Clarence. And I'm watching William Shatner hosting what is called Full Moon Fright Nights. Full Moon something. It's a movie company called Full Moon, and William Shatner had a show where he would be like the host, and then like there would be a featured film. So I've watched a few of those, and right now I'm watching Oblivion. It's a it's a western. It's a space western movie. Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching what I just type in William Shatner's name, and those shows come up, and I watched a a few of those. So now I'm watching Oblivion, and like I said, it's like a western, a space western. They're not in space though, but there's spaceships, there's cyborgs, there's cowboys, there's all kinds of stuff in this movie. Uh, I don't even think I'm halfway finished with it because while I was watching it or while it was playing, I was crocheting this barefoot sandal. I don't know when I'm going to finish watching the Book of Clarence. If I am gonna finish it, I hope if I do finish it, I hope I like the ending. Like, ugh, please don't be like what it called preachy religion type. Like, don't be like doing no side message about ignoring a stranger or something like that. Like, don't like don't get I don't know if this movie is gonna go like flip and do like a religion message at the end, because it kind of starts off at the end as it comes on, and I'm like, oh boy. And then there's uh I put the audio on, and it says there's a beggar that Clarence ignores or whatever. And he did that a couple of times. Like the first time you kind of don't notice it because it comes on a little rushed. And then like the second time you're like, then maybe it was the second time you're like, or was it the third time? I don't know. But the second time you kind of like is that gonna play a part in uh like it being a message? Like, is he ignoring Jesus? Is that Jesus that he's ignoring? Is Jesus the so-called beggar that Clarence ignoring? Now this is me just coming up with my hypothesis of what I from what I've already seen. Because his story kind of ties into Jesus. He wants to be one of Jesus's disciples. And as he's doing this, there's a character called the beggar that he's been like ignoring as he's walking to and fro. So I'm like, is that gonna be like this message, like be kind to the stranger, or else? Like, please don't go there, movie. Like, the movie might go there. But so far, it's been different for the most part. Like, it's been like his point of view. I guess like because it's his book, so it's the Book of Clarence. So it's like his story. Like he's like parallel to the disciples. Like you see the disciples. He's looking at the disciples and coming to his own conclusions about what he needs to do and how he needs to do it and stuff like that. And I don't know, like it's like the genre is under is irreverent. So I'm like, okay, well, okay, it's irreverent, so it might not twist with that message that it looked like it might twist with. I don't know though. Um, but I stopped it just because I was falling asleep. uh, so I rewound it and tried to watch it again, and then I fell back asleep, and I did that a couple of times. And I was like, okay, so I'll just watch this another day. All right, we're at the 1 minute mark of an hour, guys. I've been chit chatting for an hour. I did not think I could do it, but I did it. Phew. Thank you so much. If you listened to me for an hour, if you listened to me for a minute, thank you so much. If you listened to me for a couple of seconds, thank you so very much. Um, you can let me know, like I said, your shows and movies that you're watching, because I'm always enjoying new movies. I will look them up and see what's what. Um, and I mentioned Ty, but I just noticed there's another Ty that I'm subscribed to, and he does movie reviews. Now, the Ty that I was talking about earlier was Ty G, and he's more like skit. Well, actually, the other Ty is more. I was about to say the Ty G is more like skits, but Ty Harrell, he does skits too. He does skits and movie reviews. Ty G, he does skits. He does dancing. He does like a dance with and without um lyrics. He does that. And he does dance. He has a dance called Kick Swivel. So that's Ty G, the one that had the hilarious video where he was translating a Kurt Franklin song in Spanish. And Ty Harrell, he has done some movie reviews that I actually saw on Tubi. He's actually done some show reviews from BT, and I watched one of his movie suggestions. So I do watch movie suggestions. So if you have movie suggestions of a movie that you've watched, I do go and watch it if you say so. For the most part, nah. I mentioned that one because both of their names are similar, and I was given a distinction of the two. So I've given you quite a few people you guys can look up. A total of 4 people you guys can look up and enjoy, like I've been enjoying. And Ty Harrell, he mentioned a movie suggestion, and he was like, if you haven't seen this video, stop this video and go and watch it and then come back and tell me. So that's what I did on on some of these platforms, you can change the speed of the movie. So that's what I did with the movie he suggested. And I went and I watched it in like 1.5 speed. And it was like the first time I had ever did that. Like I saw the function. I just had never used it. I was like, what movie would I use that for? So when Ty Harrell said, yeah, watch this movie and then come back and tell me what you thought of it, I was like, okay, this is a great time to watch this movie in 1.5. If it was a 2, I would have put it on 2. But 1.5 was the fastest I could put it on. And I watched it. And because it was on 1.5, the ending was funny for me. But I knew the ending was funny for me because I had it on 1.5. Maybe it would not have been funny if I had not had it on 1.5 speed. But I had it on 1.5 speed and I laughed. I was like, I knew if I didn't have this on 1.5 speed, I might not have would have laughed, but I did enjoy that movie more because it was on the 1.5 speed. So yeah. Yeah, that's a tip. If you would like to watch the whole of my video, you could change the speed of my video.